Hi, my name is Hayle, and I'm a student here at Adult and Teen Challenge of the Upper Cumberland. As a child, I was passed back and forth between my mother and my Nana due to my mother's choices. And even though I had my Nana and my dad, I still felt rejected and alone because I didn't have the mother-daughter relationship that I've always wanted. I struggled with finding acceptance in things I probably shouldn't have. I always wanted to cover up my guilt and shame with drugs or with a sport or an activity to just mask those feelings. As a cheerleader in high school, I lost everything whenever I started doing drugs. I lost my junior and senior year. Even though I graduated, I missed out on prom. I missed out on everything that a high schooler dreams of doing. At the age of 13, I started smoking pot, and I just thought it was all fun and games to be able to fit in. But little did I know, at age 16, I was doing coke, and I started going to parties, and it quickly escalated to meth. I lost all hope, even though that at that point in time, I was like, I can do it a couple times and it not have a hold on me, but I was sadly mistaken. Me and an old friend of mine was doing a drug deal to a CI, and it went terribly wrong. And that's how I ended up for the third time in jail with four pending felony charges at only being the age of 18. In my heart, I knew that it was time to change. I knew that addiction had too much of a hold on me, and I was just ready to stop being tired of being sick and tired. I was miserable. I didn't want to live anymore. But God had a different plan for my life. While I was in jail, me and my family talked, and they knew that the only way that I was going to be able to get help was a long-term program. So we looked, and Adult and Teen Challenge of the Upper Cumberland just seemed like the place. I'm so thankful that I've been here. The things that God has done through this ministry to help me grow in the relationship with Him is amazing. I've been completely transformed. I no longer want to be a wannabe thug. I want to be a child of the Most High King. I want to know that even though the things I've done in the past no longer has a hold on me, because I know that God has forgiven me of so much, and that everything that I went through is only a testimony to touch somebody else. I'm thankful that I know my identity in Christ now. I know that He calls me His beloved. I know that even if I have a bad day or I'm struggling, I can call upon His name because He's a counselor. He is a friend that has a listening ear always, no matter what I'm going through. He is just so amazing. He's a friend that I've always longed for. Me and my mom have the best relationship I've ever had, and I'm very thankful for that. After graduation, I want to go back to college to become a DCS worker, so maybe I could help kids struggling with life-controlling issues like me, because I know how it feels to be alone and lost and struggling, because maybe the things I went through was to touch a kid and let them know that Jesus can change it and take everything away. The verse that the Lord gave to me is Zephaniah 3:15. The Lord has taken away your judgment. He has casted out your enemies. The King of Israel is in your midst, and you shall see disaster no more. My favorite parts are He has taken away your judgment, because no matter what you've done in your life, like He will forgives you of it, and that's just amazing to me. And you shall see disaster no more. That's a promise of God. Like, disaster ruled my life for so long. Whether it be drugs, relationship, dangerous situations, they don't have to rule in my life no more. He says, you shall see disaster no more. And I'm standing on that promise. And I just want to give God all the glory and the praise for the things that He's done in my life and that He can do in your life. Thank you.